All right, hey everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the WTCF podcast. And today, I'm just not getting out of bed. I think these days do go ahead and exist. I'm actually off of work today, so I'm just getting myself a bit of extra rest. I'm running around running errands the rest of the day, so taking a little bit of a break. And remember that I still need to go ahead and do this. I want to stay nice and consistent. So whether I feel good or bad, I'm gonna try to keep putting these out there, even if it's only a few people who go ahead and enjoy any of this content. For all I know, 10 years from now, somebody can look through these things and be like, wow, that was actually really helpful. So this week, the intention is around a lot of things will go wrong before everything goes right. And I think that's really important for a lot of businesses out there, especially small businesses, or to kind of recognize people who are in the current economy of 2025 now, that it's not great. It's not a lot of good stuff that's kind of going on. So the idea would then be to continue to work on the tough stuff within your own life to stay focused in on your goals and keep going, which I think is a pretty reliable and consistent thing that I bring up here, at least as much as I would like to go ahead and talk about those things. So I guess what we should be really thinking about is, the first time we try a lot of things, we're going to be really bad at them. And it could take a lot longer than you expect to suddenly get good at a few things that you really had your heart set out on. Oh, if anybody was asking, for whatever reason, now in my 40s, I'm now getting allergies. So a little nasal spray to kind of help me out. Um, I don't know. I was finding it distracting over my head. But the idea would then be to ensure that you continue on your path. And what's kind of supposed to happen is a lot of other people, or you might even start to tell yourself that the things that are important in the path that you're on doesn't have as much value as you wished. But it doesn't mean that that's the time to go ahead and give up. A lot of people fail at their goals because they give up too early. So I think there's a drawing out there that kind of inspires me a little bit, and it has two mining individuals, and they're kind of stacked over each other in the image, and there's a like mineral deposit, diamond deposit that's like just off the edge of the screen, and um, one of them is honestly like one swing of the axe away or one swing of the pickaxe away from getting to it, and you see them turning around the other way and looking like they're leaving, and the other one still has like a fair amount to go and they seem driven to keep going. So right at those really tough moments, right, it's always darkest before the dawn, it's always bad before things get better. Um, I think that's really important to recognize and understand that some of the hardships that you face, like you are going to face them regardless. Like in that scenario of the mining individual, um, you still had to dig all the rest of that stuff, and you might have been digging forever and thinking, "What am I doing this for? What am I doing this for?" And then one day it makes sense. The same can be said about a lot of people who even become like one-hit wonders out in like the music world, where they spent decades honing their crafts and performing at shows, and they finally get the one song, and you only get to see their 15 minutes of fame because that's all we've gotten to see. We didn't get to see the day-to-day struggles that this person went through, the other trials and tribulations that they went through to get to that point. And the only ones you really get to see are the ones that have done a whole bunch that went back and then explained all of that because now they've had some time, they've been around a little bit. I think all of their journeys are pretty similar when it comes to that, where it's just they're going to struggle, they're going to fight hard. Like, someone like The Rock was like living out of their van with like a few dollars. Like John Cena was in the same bucket as that. And even somebody who recently won the world's strongest woman event over at the Arnold, Inez, like, again, I don't know if it's real or not. I saw a quick article, so I can't really say that it's 100% true. Like, she might have been living out of her car for a bit, and now she's like one of the strongest women on the planet, according to like the Arnold thing. And looks like she's going to continue to compete and she's going to do better. So for all those other days that we find these struggles and we're really, really going through hardship, it's a great reminder that, okay, everybody goes through some of these things. Like, to think that you went ahead and started a business, like that's why you really shouldn't be out there trusting every one of these YouTubers or TikTokers that are out there, be like, oh, go do this, you'll get rich quick. Like, no, you won't. That's never how that stuff worked. Like, but staying dedicated to it and getting really good at it, you can go ahead and develop some expertise and some skill sets in there, and you'll be able to go a lot further than you thought. And I think that's the part that's fun and important. A couple of other quick updates. With this week, I'm off of work, which is fantastic. So a lot more time to rest, hence why I am in bed. And unless I have to today, like I'm not really getting out of bed. I am just going to let myself rest and relax. A lot of other people are like, why don't you go on vacation? Where am I going to go? We ain't got no money around here. So I'm just going to hang out at the house. I'm going to just follow some stuff on YouTube, enjoy some dumb stuff that I can, and then get right back to work because like I'm not done. I just need a moment to rest and recharge and kind of find some enjoyment out of life, and then I'm going to get right back into the grind as I'm usually accustomed to. I think a lot of others in the millennial boat, we have already suffered through so many things that are considered once in a generation. So again, we're getting all of them. We've had multiple giant recessions thrust upon us. We've had a pandemic, a once in a multi generational event happen to us. Again, we've survived a lot of different things. So, this is one of the worst times to go ahead and recognize that you could give up on yourself. Instead, give yourself that opportunity to say, like, yes, I recognize and understand hardship, but I'm not done. A lot's going to go wrong before everything goes right. And on that note, good luck. And I'm going back to bed.